This is a Danger Entertainment podcast. DangerEntertainment.net. Danger Entertainment Podcast Network.
Please note that any comments, jokes, questions, maybe, anything that we say on the History of Bad Ideas is all in good fun. And remember, we insult everybody. Our thoughts, opinions, questions, anything else, actions that we do on the show do not reflect any of our employers, organizations, advertisers, or anyone else that is associated with the History of Bad Ideas. And remember, at the end of the day, it's just a joke.
Fans, Aquaman. Blake's just not listening. What? Jason impersonates Michael Caine.
Some people just want to watch World Buzz.
Jeff nails another draft day.
Nailed
Blake's
it.
top 5 has 98.
I got
Jason
one more.
just loves him some Kevin James.
Fucking Kevin James.
It's the history of bad.
It's bad.
It's the history of bad.
So bad.
It's the history of bad ideas. It's the history of bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's the history of bad. LaCroix. It's the history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Welcome to the History of Bad Ideas, episode number 221. I was going to say 161. We're 221, right?
We are at 221.
Okay, I'm Jason.
I'm Jeff.
Blake.
No power bottom this week.
No, we are recording a day earlier than usual.
Yes, on a Monday, so I apologize that power bottom can't make Mondays as well. So, but
Imagine how many lives we're going to screw up when they realize they have a new Hobie episode in their podcast downloads.
it'll probably still come on Tuesday.
Yeah, we still won't release it until Tuesday night.
All right, well, they're all saved.
Yes, so thank you everybody for listening. Welcome. We're 2 weeks away from, 13 days away from WrestleMania. Hope everyone's excited.
Nope.
Blake, you excited?
No.
Okay, good. I will be doing a special WrestleMania episode next week with number one fan Doug, Chris and Kev from 365 Flicks Podcast, those Cheerio chaps,
Cheeky monkeys.
and
Fake wankers.
possibly a couple other guests on there. So we'll find out. So listen next week. But this week, we got a lot to go to. Blake, how's the move?
House is still a mess.
Okay. Do you feel like you're making progress on your new house?
Little by little. Need new carpets because asshole owners put their heavy furniture over the carpet floor damaged areas in the house.
Okay. So is it hardwoods or carpet?
Both.
Ooh, that's not fun.
Well, the carpet stuff is what they hid. They had pets, and it looks like they were pissing all over the fucking
House?
corners in place.
Well, you should almost replace carpet when you move into a new house anyway.
Yeah, I agree. And we need to repaint because it looks like, they did a do-it-yourselfer thing and they just like slap paint all over the place.
Was it
It's a pretty house. It just needs some tender loving care, and
Yeah.
that's what the female perspective and I are going to provide it. We're going to love it. We're gonna love it. We're gonna care for it. We're gonna pet it. We're gonna paint it. We're gonna carpet it,
Do you call it Gossamer?
and then you guys can come over and have some beers.
Okay. Can we play Dungeons and Dragons?
Sure.
Okay. I'm
You're-
excited.
You're invited, Jay.
Yeah, I'll be there. Anyways.
But other than that, it's yeah. And then the good part is it needs a lot of work, and I'm tired. And I bought a TV yesterday,
How big?
55-inch
Okay.
OLED,
Tube TV?
LG
The old tube TVs?
C7.
Okay.
You know why?
Why?
Because it's the best for gaming.
Oh.
And then I looked at the price tag and went, fuck.
Is it curved?
And then I got it. No. And then I got it. I'm like, I need a sound bar. And I need a woofer.
Is this your basement TV or your
Yeah.
okay?
No, this is going to be the primary.
Okay.
This is going to be the man cave TV.
Yeah. Oh.
This will be the Rock Band's TV.
Yes. And I held off buying rear speakers to make it essentially a surround sound with the sound bar and the woofer. But in my mind's rationality, I said, "Oh, I'll get those later, and I'll see how it sounds." And 2 months from now, I'm going to buy the damn
Yes, you
things
are.
anyways.
Do you have what instruments do you have for Rock Band?
Guitar,
That's it.
because that's what I play.
You don't have a drum set?
I did on the Xbox, but that's at the school with the girls.
Okay. Jeff,
Now we're down to a 2-person band.
yeah.
You just need me on the guitar, and then
Your wife-
female perspective. She does the vocals.
and the tambourine.
Yeah,
Okay. Can I play the triangle?
no,
Oh, I want to do the triangle.
there's no cowbell in this damn.
Oh,
It's called it's the
xylophone?
microphone. You have to argue with the wife on who gets to tap the microphone.
I don't like the singing part.
So you mean what you're saying is you're pretty much the little couple that sits up there in the corner of the bar and plays their acoustic guitar while the other one sings. That's the vibe you're going for.
It's like
when you
Mark
play Rock
Wahlberg
Band?
and Jennifer Aniston from Rockstar the movie. Very similar.
Yeah.
Yes, but let me make the distinction that we rock. Okay.
Sure.
I feel like I could see the female perspective dressed as Sunny. No, Cher. She's the female. I always forget. You would be dressed as Sunny, and I actually could see you guys in the basement wearing bell bottoms.
I'm more talented than Sonny.
well, that's not
I
saying
can play
much.
a fake guitar.
And you can avoid
I mean,
a
you
tree.
could even sing, for fuck's sake.
You could avoid
The
it.
only thing you do is, exploit Cher and young women for his profession.
Do you know how to turn left on a ski
That's
slope?
how he became a politician, isn't it? But anyways, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Some stormy weather.
Yeah.
You can turn left on a ski slope, right? Then you're
Yes.
already better than Sunny.
Yes, I knew. I learned early on, if you're skiing and you lose control, fall.
Yes. But the Kennedys didn't know that either.
No,
But I think that was the creepy one that died, isn't it? I don't know. I think
Well, they're all the
Well,
creepy.
they're all Kennedys, so yeah, they're all creepy. That's true.
this the guy killed himself or like passengers in the car.
I don't know.
You got to make that distinction
just
for the
love-
Kennedy clan.
Don't you love when they're like, oh, the poor Kennedy family? No, fuck them.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck them.
No, but I saw the greatest Stormy Daniels tweet this weekend.
What's that?
And it came from Dennis Miller
Okay?
yesterday. And it said, a lot of people are going to be tuning in to watch Stormy Weathers. What's her name? Stormy Daniels?
Daniels.
Yeah, Stormy Daniels.
Fucking this up, Blake.
And then he said, and some people will watch 60 Minutes.
I did like Anderson Cooper was all in on Stormy Daniels. He was all set for her. So do you believe her?
I don't know. Maybe it'll turn Anderson Cooper.
I doubt
Into
it.
a respectable journalist?
Sure. That's what I meant.
That's what he meant.
That's what I
Yes,
meant.
yes. Who's the one that left? Oh, Megyn Kelly. That would take a lot to make her into a reputable journalist. You see that she's having trouble having
She used
guests
to
on
be
her
a
show?
reputable journalist.
Used to be.
Yeah, used to be.
Well, did you see since she went to NBC that she's having trouble getting people on her show? No, really? You think?
You can't insult your guests unless you're Morton Downey Jr. or something like that, Or,
Look it up, kids.
yeah, look that one up, children.
If you don't know Morton Downey Jr., what's wrong with
If
you?
you don't know, insult news.
Of the
Live.
I do want to do an up this week, real quick.
Yes, let's do some ops.
I want to do an up. I want to do an up to the 365 Flicks podcast, guys, Chris and Kevin. My son comes home from school, and he has Flat Stanley. Do you know what this is?
Yeah.
Do you know what Flat Stanley is?
Yes.
Is this the thing you slide under the door?
I have no idea.
No.
Oh.
Basically, it's this character. I don't know what it is, but I guess it was a character, and you color him and all that, and he goes all over the world.
Yes.
So his job...
It's like
So you
like,
mail 'em.
it's like the modern version of how you steal a garden gnome. And you take it on
Oh,
vacation
okay.
with you, and you pass the gnome
Yeah.
along with your vacation for pictures, and you send it back to the original owner that you stole it from.
Gotcha. Well, my son came home, and he told my wife, hey, I got to send this away. And she's like, okay. And, the farther the better. And she goes, well, where do you want to send it? She's like, how about Daddy's friends over in the UK? And she's like, Chris and Kevin? We can ask them. They're very nice. They accept it. They were thrilled to do it. Flat Stanley is being sent today. I want to give another up to the U.S. Postal Service. It never happens because when you need it there, tomorrow you'll get it there in 6 weeks. But it's only $1.15, I think, to ship it overseas because it's just two pieces of paper.
It doesn't
It's
weigh
Flat
anything.
Stanley, that's the point of it.
But it's only $1.15. I was shocked. But it is being sent over to Chris and Kevin today. It went out today, so they should be having it. And Kevin's going to bring it around with his family, and they're going to take it around the UK.
You're going to take it to pubs?
Some pubs. He's making an appearance.
Stonehenge? Are they going to Stonehenge?
Westminster Abbey.
He's doing it's already bigger than Jesus. He's also going to the castle. They're going to a castle. It's just a model. Cool. And then
with torture devices?
Maybe.
Put Flat
that would be
Stanley in
awesome
it.
if he's in the torture rack. I like it. And then he's also going to be on their podcast. So he probably already has more personality than Chris. So right then.
And more downloads than we do.
Yes. So good for Kev. Thank you, Kevin and Chris. We do appreciate it. I do appreciate it. And my son was thrilled to hear it. And he was told that his Flat Stanley is the farthest one in his class right now.
Well, not yet. You just mailed it today.
Well, that's true. It will
Probably
get there.
still downtown.
And then,
Then we should get Nikki from New Zealand.
well, that's what we may
Send
have
it-
to do.
We may have
Because,
to, get the 365 flicks chaps to send it to Nikki.
well, unfortunately, his school is over in a month and a half, so I don't know if it's or 2 months. So I don't know if it's going to be able to go all the way around. But
You
that
know,
would be
Why are you restricting us, Jason?
he doesn't have to do it for school. He can do it for himself.
He can do it for himself.
that would be kind of fun. Hey, Nikki,
There you go.
you're so fine. You're so fine. Would you help Flat Stanley out?
And when he goes back to school in the fall, he could say, "Look what Stanley did this summer."
Look at you, Jeff.
Yeah.
So that is the fun thing that he's
Take it
doing.
through the mines of Moria.
My son, we did find out though
Go
that
visit
last
Hobbiton. That would be great.
one kid eating 2 breakfasts, first
Sure.
and second. Yeah,
Elevensies.
he did find out that one of the kids last year sent his to Singapore. I was like, damn, that's pretty impressive. So, but yeah, so Stanley's going to
Until
UK.
it got jailed because they thought it was a piece of litter.
He was paying. He never got it back.
And then the kid got caned. You know how it works.
Stanley got caned.
No,
Oh, the kid. Yeah, he was from Dayton, Ohio, wasn't he? He got caned.
the
Idiot that
spray
vandalized.
painter. Yeah, the
vandalized the cars.
Yeah.
Look it up, kids.
Yeah, look up. Look that up, kids. Go to jail for spray painting walls.
You don't have to look it up. You just have to listen to the Weird Al song headline news. It explains it all.
Weird Al Yell is a spoof musician. Just look it up, kids.
Enjoy your rights, kids. March on Washington.
Okay, down the hall, Blake. We don't talk that.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sure, we don't.
So that's my up. What's your up?
Okay, Jay. Remember? I don't know. It was about 5-6 months ago or something.
Okay.
You had a story in the news about the Critical Role, the watching D&D on live stream.
I've always been meaning to
Yes.
do that, but I never get around to it.
Well, I tried to watch it when you were talking about it. It's like I had tried to watch it before, but it's tough getting into, especially because they're 3 to 4 hours long.
And they're
each
doing
episode.
impressions, or I mean, they're doing
Well,
voices.
they do their character. Yeah, the
Yes.
voice actors who are doing it, as they call it, nerdy voice actors who get together to play D&D.
Yes.
Little leprechaun.
And
Leprechaun, go away. I'm a little leprechaun.
well, their first
like a
campaign ended,
Okay.
so they started a new campaign about 2 months ago. And I thought, well, this is a good place to jump on. So,
When it starts, yeah,
it
right off the
starts,
bat,
you get to
so you know
learn
what's
everybody
going
at the
on.
same time.
Yeah.
So I've been keeping up with their new campaign, but it got me interested in going back now that I kind of know who these people are, and I started watching the old campaign. And this weekend, I stayed up to like 6 a.m. watching this stuff because it got so interesting, and it just kept going. And I'm like, oh man, we're at like the heart of the story. And then an episode and I'm like, what's the next episode? And then
How
it's
many
like
episodes did you watch?
over the weekend, 3.
How long was that? How long was each episode?
4
They're
hours
about 3 to
each,
4
right?
hours,
hours
each.
each.
Yeah.
So you had a productive weekend.
Yeah. I stayed up till 6 a.m, then slept till 1:30 in the afternoon.
And then watched another one.
I watched people play D&D.
Yeah, that's pretty. I mean, normally I've been like just turning it on at work and listening to it in the background and whatnot, but the story was starting to get so good.
That's the equivalent of like my nephew watching people do Minecraft.
Oh my god. Or my son, my oldest son, he's watching people, a father and son, open games, like new games and toys.
Oh, I think I've seen that.
And I'm like, and then he's watching them play like
The unboxing.
unbox it, and then they play golf indoors, like the kids version. I'm like, really? We can go outside and play, Connor. We can go outside and play baseball. It's fine. Let's go.
No, I want to watch this. Ah, okay.
But so yeah, I'm watching people play D&D online.
Wow. Yeah.
It's rough.
My life looks pretty darn exciting right now. How about
Not
you,
really.
Blake?
Yours really doesn't.
No,
Jay.
it doesn't.
I've got
Thanks, Joe.
I've got encounter maps to populate. I haven't had time to do them. I feel guilty.
Encampment?
I'm forcing Jeff to watch people play D&D and not let them play D&D.
Yeah, how come you're not doing it? You're a horrible dungeon master.
I'm so horrible. Hey, I got my press pass for Gen Con.
Did you?
Yes.
When is that? In July?
First weekend in August.
August.
2 through 5, whatever that.
How many
Thursday,
press passes
Friday,
did you get?
Just for me. Fuck you.
You didn't add 2 to that?
No, I did not.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
You guys haven't come in the past several years.
I would have now if you would have got me a press pass.
You still get one.
No, I can't because you already used Hobie.
Yeah, but just for Libsyn.
I hate you.
You know what, Jay?
You know, you're nerdy.
Are you a journalist writing
Yeah, you're a
story
nerdy UK guy.
about your son?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerdly.co.uk.
They got.
We're on it.
Good day, mate. Oh, no, wait, that's not UK.
Game on. I do an article with my son. This week. I think we're coming out.
We don't unbox games.
We actually play them and review them. This new upcoming week, we are doing Kingdomium.
King Domino?
King Domino, thank you. Yes. So I suck at saying that.
Kingdomium.
Yes. King Domino. So we are going to put that up. It will probably be up this weekend on nerdly.co.uk. My Black Lightning review will be up on Wednesday. So
As it is every Wednesday when there's a new episode.
Yep. Really enjoying it still. Really like it.
I love it too.
You haven't seen any.
Not a bit.
But good call.
Yep.
So
If I wanted to watch people play games, I'd tune into you and your son.
Thank you. We don't. It's not video. It's just me written review.
No, I really do.
Oh.
I have an Airbnb camera here at your house,
I
and
kinda
I
feel
watch
that
you
way.
play games with your son.
Well, it's a little creepy. For once,
Okay, I'm lying.
For once, Jeff isn't the
There you
creepiest
go.
person on this podcast. Good job.
Oh,
Jeff.
there's been a couple times I wasn't.
Yeah.
Scam Jeff is here.
Oh, that's
Yeah,
true.
that's
Good
true.
call. Good call. Good
But
call.
hey, safety note, everybody! If you go to Airbnb for your vacations, double check all the internet cameras. You're welcome.
Did you have? Is this from experience?
Yeah, I actually had one. I walked in and the internet camera was on, and I went up.
Oh.
I walked right up to it. I waved at it, and then I turned the damn thing off. I turned it around,
Jesus.
and then the lady's like, "Oh, sorry, I was supposed to turn that off." I'm like, yeah.
Really?
Well, you've seen the
Yeah.
TV articles about the weird creepazoids.
What did you see about the? And
But you know, with their internet cameras watching people.
also,
I feel sorry for anyone who would take their time to watch me. It's like, oh yeah, he's going for another potato chip.
I thought you were just going to a potato, just eating potatoes raw.
Little did you know, you were a Cornell University study.
Does he do barbecue or sour cream? Sour onions?
That's right.
Neither.
No,
I don't like flavored potato chips.
just plain.
Just plain.
Do you like the Ruffles or
Ripple, do you like Ridge
Rippled or
or
better.
kettle cooked?
for your pleasure?
Yeah.
Yes, ribbed for
Ribbed.
my pleasure.
They're better for scooping, dips, by the
Scoop
way.
for your pleasure.
I don't even particularly like dips. If the chip is right,
Oh, man, get a good French onion
potato
dip.
with a little salt and fried up, and that's all.
Addictive.
Anything with onion on it can't be that
Really?
good, so
Yeah, it
ignore
is.
all that.
What about salt and vinegar? I love the burning sensation in my mouth after
that's-
a while.
It's a little hard. Like
salt
it's a
and
lot.
vinegar, turns my entire mouth raw on the inside.
Yeah. Nah.
It's like a good masochistic pleasure.
On a downside, also, if you're going over to a different country, make sure you check the gas connections. Did you see the family of 4 from Iowa that got killed, that died?
Carbon monoxide gas?
They
Yes.
turned on the stove, the gas stove.
Yes.
And in Mexico, they don't have a pilot light. You got to do a lighter.
Oh,
And they didn't know that, and they never turned it off. And 12-year-old, a 7-year-old, and their 2 parents all passed away.
Yeah, I saw that.
It was really sad. So,
Hey, Mexico is a third world country.
yes.
There you go.
But it was a first class
Doesn't matter.
Yeah. So now I'm going to start taking.
They don't have the safety standards that we do.
I'm going to start taking a carbon monoxide detector with me. Might be
There
a
you
smart
go.
move. So,
well, was that carbon monoxide that killed him? Or
It was
that
actually
just flat-
toxic gas.
Yeah, that was
It's
just
toxic
gas.
gas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, it was a sad thing. I mean, I've been
no.
following because I follow all that stuff, and first thing people were like, I told you Mexico's not safe. They're killing them. And they're like, there's no homicide. It's okay.
If
Calm down, people.
If you're outside of the drug cartels,
Yeah.
you're safe.
It's like, there's no forced entry. It was carbon, it was gas. Calm down.
Yeah, I know.
Simmer down.
I knew that people overreact on that kind of stuff. It was just an accident.
Yeah.
I'm joking. If you're listening from Mexico, no intentado ofenderte.
To be fair, Kentucky's a third world state. So,
Is it,
same with Alabama, Mississippi, Louisiana. I can't say. Apologize.
You're just going to start insulting every state in the union.
That's true. That is true. I bought MLB The Show 18 on the PlayStation,
the shoe.
the new baseball game. It was pretty darn good.
I heard they wouldn't trade you Andrew McCutchen.
I kept trying to get Andrew McCutchen just to piss off my Pittsburgh listeners because he got traded to San Fran and it was a rough year for them.
Yeah.
They're not happy with that.
No.
So I tried getting him. He's still rated as an 86 in the game. I think that's a little high. I would think maybe low 80s, 82, 83.
Okay.
They did not want Homer Bailey for him.
No one wants Homer
Here's
Bailey.
the best part. Homer Bailey, for those that don't know, he's a Reds guy that they signed to a huge contract, and then he tore his he had Tommy John surgery.
I watched his pitching debut,
And?
by the way.
Oh, yeah, I did
against
too.
the Indians.
Yep. My wife and I still remember this. We actually went up to the bar to watch the game because I told her this guy could be the a future stud.
Yeah,
We only know
he was
until
he got injured.
I don't even know if he was a stud. He was decent.
He was pretty good.
He was
Either
good,
two
but I
no-hitters.
think they were expecting more from him, and then
He had a great tattoo on his glove arm, the big black arrow that points up
Oh, that's right. Well, the funny
points
part,
forward.
forward.
the funny.
So that way he knows where to throw the ball.
Exactly, or he's letting the catcher know where it's coming.
So I thought,
Oh, and the batters. No wonder he didn't take off.
I kept thinking San Fran would love to have another pitcher. I mean, they could be dominant. Homer Bailey for Andrew McCutchen. I threw Scott Schebler in, who's a left fielder. Homer Bailey's a 69 in the game. That's how low
can't
he has
bel-
fallen.
Well, that'd be Gronk's number.
I'm Gronk.
Know what that means?
How about 96? You owe me one. That doesn't work like that, Gronk.
No.
Gronk in the house.
69 regular season receptions. Wasn't intentional, according to Tom Brady.
Brady, don't throw me the ball anymore. Don't throw it. I want 69.
You finished?
Gronk's cruise ship. Yes. Fuck him.
Got to go down the slide naked for breakfast.
He's a down. Go down.
He throws some really great parties, by the way.
Yes. I'm Gronk.
Don't eat Tide Pods.
But anyway, so yes, so I did not get McCutchen, even though I tried for 20 minutes to try to get him.
Well, no wonder if Homer Bailey is what you're offering
I was
up.
offering Bailey, Schebler, whatever,
yeah.
and a prospect.
If that's what you're offering, of course they're not going to take that.
And I
I,
kept trying to trade it. I was like, well, that's too much. I don't want that.
I thought you were trading him like Joey Votto.
Oh, God, no. It's Andrew McCutchen, let's be honest.
Well, I
He's
know,
not that great.
but if you really want to piss off those guys in Pittsburgh, you have to do
Well,
it.
they did want Castillo, my closer, and I was like, that's not going to happen.
Oh, I would do it in a heartbeat.
Votto was my first round pick in fantasy baseball this year. I had
Really?
the 5th pick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I took
That's
him.
not a bad pick.
I hope so.
Yeah, well, hopefully it pays off.
I hope
The good
so.
news is I played 3 games. I did the Nationals series, and I'm 1-2 already because, shocking, my bullpen blew 2 leads. So I was like, this is very lifelike. I feel pretty good about this.
The fact that you said they were up in 2 different games surprises me.
My offense is decent. So, but yeah, MLB Show, it's a fun game. If you haven't bought one for a couple years, I would say get it. If you have 17, I don't think it's going to be that big of a difference. I got 16, so that's why. And, but yeah, it was kind of,
I've got RBI Baseball for the Atari.
they still have RBI baseball. They still make
Actually,
it.
it was Nintendo hit RBI.
Yeah.
Home Run Baseball for the Atari.
Where 3 guys all move at the same
Yeah.
time. It's a little bit
remember
different.
this.
And,
Yeah.
and the sound is the only way you can tell if it was an air ball in the air or ball on the ground.
Yes.
What about FIFA World Cup 2018? Oh, there's no America in it. Sorry, no USA.
Aw.
Yeah, they could put other countries in just because they don't make the tournament.
They said Fox was pissed.
Yeah, they are. They're trying to market it.
Well, Fox shouldn't
Different,
throw a whole bunch of money at
honestly.
something that's not guaranteed.
Well, it is FIFA. They were trying to get something.
It was
yeah.
a U.S. men's team.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, why you would assume they would make it in? Because
I know.
Well, we lost to Trinidad Tobago, an island.
2 islands actually.
Well,
600
2
people.
islands of 600 people.
But 599 play soccer better than America.
No, actually, they play highlight better than people in America. Their second sport is soccer.
So their second sport is better than America overall.
No,
Yeah.
I'm serious.
Well,
I'm dead fucking
I don't know.
serious.
I don't doubt
Well,
it.
yeah,
Highlight.
but soccer is what, about 8th on America's list?
It's growing.
That's true.
It's growing.
It is growing, but I would still say obviously football, basketball, baseball, ice hockey, golf,
American
tennis,
Alliance football. Did you see that?
American Gladiators.
American Gladiators,
American Gladiator. Did you guys notice on our
World's
Facebook
Strongest
page,
Man.
Maximus?
No,
No, what's his name?
Magnus.
Hey,
Magnus.
Esports.
Esports.
Well,
is
yeah.
Fortnite.
That's not a sport.
It's about as bad as watching Dungeons and Dragons.
It's worse. There's no storyline to the esports. It's just guys shooning each other
It is
or
tough to
punching
watch.
each other, whatever game they're playing.
I watched Super Bowl weekend. I watched the Madden playoffs on ESPN. Two guys sitting.
The athletes.
Yes, they were sitting.
Fucking break.
They were. Oh the God! They were.
Fucking
There was 2 games going on. They're sitting on a chair.
hate
They don't
those
talk to each other because they put headphones on, so they ignore each other.
Yeah.
And then they have the announcers. And the one game was like 34-10. I was like, well, this is exciting. And then the other guy was destroying him too. I'm like, okay, wow, this is thrilling. I just watched them play Madden. I'm going to go actually play Madden and do a franchise.
For breaks, do they show people playing Minecraft?
Yes, they do. That's my down this week is esports. There you go.
That's right.
Did you see though the American Alliance Football League or
I
whatever?
saw some other football league was trying to sneak out before
wasn't it the
XFL.
Ebersol kid?
Yes.
Well, he's not a kid, but
His son and a lot of people attached to football. And so, how do you think Vince McMahon feels? Fuck. They actually have the NFL is looking at them as a feeder or a minor league system. Eventually,
Yeah.
they have old football players in it, retired football players, and now they're trying to get the coaches because they know they can't compete with the name talent. So they're thinking they're going to get the coaches like Jim Fossil.
You can have Jim Fossil.
Rex Ryan is out there.
Oh, you can have
Rob
Rex.
Ryan. Rob Ryan.
Both of them. Take both of them.
Jeff Fisher's up there.
I always liked Jeff Fisher.
Mike Singletary.
Jeff Fisher had a cool mustache.
Singletary I always liked.
Yeah, Singletary was good.
But he's been out of football 3 out of the last 4 years. I'm like,
Yeah.
really? How
can't-
can you not mind that guy's intelligence?
you can't drop your pants in front of your team
Well,
and
I guess
challenge
true.
them to.
It's true.
You can't do
So
that.
they're going with the coaching personalities.
Yeah.
And they're offering them about $500K for a season.
Cool.
So that's not bad.
Good for the coaches. The players are going to get, what, $13 a game?
But they're not covered by health insurance.
You got to pay for your
No,
own.
that's probably the only. We'll cover your health insurance.
Yeah.
You don't even need to pay me money for that.
You got to cover your own concussion, protocol though.
But it starts in February of 2019, 1 year before the XFL. And I mean, I'm serious. Like, I'm not
Perfectly
trying to
timed.
be funny. Vince McMahon's like, fuck.
Yeah.
I mean, that's got to be horrible because now you got 2 minor league football leagues. Obviously, the one by Ebersol is probably going to be better.
Maybe.
I don't know that.
I don't know.
Who knows?
But that's going to be 2 minor league systems. And you also have NFL. That's going to be a whole lot of watered down football out there.
You know, it'd be great. 2 minor league systems, champions from each get into a game and compete against each other.
Well, the Alliance American, Astronauts League is on CBS. The first game and the championship. So
everything else in between
Everything else is
is off the air.
everything else is on their online.
Oh, online.
Oh, okay. The all access.
It's not even online. It just plays in stadium. Well, we got 1 game here, 1 game here. What happened? I don't know.
Ah,
Did they even play? They just show up 10 weeks later. Here's the championship game.
there you go.
You can follow along if you've got a telegraph in your house. That's how we'll send out the reports.
You know what, Roger? I don't think this is on the up and up. I don't think Vegas was 10-0 this year. I can't find any box scores.
It'll be one of those old play-by-mail football things. It's 1st and 10. What do? Run right, 42. Mail it in.
168.
4 days later, 3 yards. 2nd down and 7. I'll do pass, post, left, right, number 3, receiver, slot, mail it back in, comes back a week later, incomplete.
Well, this is the post office. It may not get there.
This season's going to last forever.
It's a 10-game season. It takes 222 weeks to play. Or it might just be guys playing the electric football on the board that just vibrates.
Now, I'd pay to watch that because I used to play the shit out of those when I was little, man.
Horrible.
I don't know how you don't play that game. You set everything up and then just watch it vibrate.
Yeah.
Oh, kind of like Remy LaCroix's pastime.
That's right.
Run like this.
That's all you got to do.
There you go. Anything else we want to talk about?
I got 2 ups because I don't have any like real television. I've been hitting the Netflix Joel McHale show. Funny,
Hilarious.
it is talk soup,
Yes.
but better. The other thing I did do was Dave Chappelle Netflix Equanimity. And
How was that?
The Bird Revelation. Pretty goddamn spot on and funny.
Okay.
He makes a major social commentary in regards to today's political correctness, climate, and comedy, and I have to agree.
Okay.
I thought it was spot on, and it was pretty damn funny because Dave Chappelle is funny.
And
Granted, his old comedy and shows and all that kind of stuff, I never agreed 100% with what he said, but I always knew he was pretty funny and all that kind of stuff. So
And he doesn't pull his pants down and masturbate in front of people, so that's good.
that's correct.
So he's one of the few.
But he does have a Harvey Weinstein segment in there. Yes.
Oh.
And a Louis C.K. and talks about all that kind of stuff. But yeah, but spot on. I loved it.
Okay.
It was very good. I recommend everybody watch
It's been in
it.
my queue for a while. I've been debating if I want to watch it. I do want to watch it. I just haven't had a chance to watch it as much. Been watching
Yeah,
House Hunters.
It's pretty good. And he gets serious, but then throws in a lot of lighthearted stuff, which, is the whole point of comedy.
Yes.
Second one, I was bored Friday night, and I was like, and I finally got, Netflix up and running with the internet because I got Internet Friday. Woohoo! So I did watch Kirkman's Secret History of Comics, and I watched the Stan Lee, Jack Kirby, and the story of Marvel Comics. And I thought it to be a very well done show and episode.
I want to see the. I've seen a couple of them. I wanted to see the Image Comics one. That's the one I want to see with Layfield, Eric Larson, who's the Todd McFarlane. So I would like to see that.
Jim Lee.
Jim Lee, yeah. Oh, I forgot about him. I mean, he's back in DC. I always think of him as DC, but he was Image.
Yeah, so I knew a little bit of the history of Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, but a lot of it I did know or I forgot about. But going back through and watching the whole thing again, I was like, oh, it's great. And it also kind of made me think, anytime you have two very strong dynamic characters where their synergy comes together and just spins off into great creativity, like, Lennon, McCartney,
Blake, Jeff, Jason. Yes.
Exactly.
Bigger than Jesus.
Now, great. Now, well, actually, it may help us with downloads. So, yeah, we're bigger than Jesus. No. So, you go with that, and there's a period of time where you ride that wave and everything's great and everything's wonderful. Then all of a sudden, you both start spinning, on your own axes and things get misaligned. And you eventually go your own ways, and it's never the same as it was or great as it was before. It's interesting when things happen like that. When you look at great duos throughout history.
I'm doing one fucking wrestling episode. Okay, calm down. I'm not leaving. Jeez.
It's like they say, you catch the lightning in a bottle. You got just everything that works out perfect. And at this time, it worked out great. And then, you said, Yoko Ono's come along and
Power bottom.
screw it all up.
That's right.
Power bottom.
Chris,
Cousin Oliver's.
365 Flicks.
Oh,
jeez.
This
This is how you get Power Station in Arcadia, Jason.
Sorry.
This is how it happens.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, those each lasted one album, and then they went back.
Oh, yeah, but then they were never the same.
I'll be back in 2 weeks.
No, they actually put out better songs.
Actually, they did as a trio, and then they
I forgot to
they
tell you that we're
pilfered another guitarist. But anyway,
we're going straight wrestling in a couple. No, I'm just-
Yeah, go.
sorry, Blake. Blake, oh,
I meant to tell you. By the way,
we have a change in format. Who are we? iHeartRadio.
as long as I cover Keebler, I'll be fine.
We're on iHeartRadio until they go bankrupt.
They already went bankrupt.
Okay, until they're gone.
All right, we're off.
Damn it! I would recommend if you like that one,
Yeah.
look up the Image one. You would. I
Yeah.
haven't seen that one yet, but I know a lot of the backstory. That's a very interesting one, and a lot of 1990s jeans.
Yeah.
Remember Rob Layfield?
Oh, the was it Lee Jeans?
Yeah, I think he was Lee Jeans. It was either
Yeah.
Lee or Guess. I think it was Lee.
Yes.
But yeah,
So you're the creator of X-Force? Yeah. Now you get to do a Gene commercial.
nothing sells jeans like comic book writers and artists.
But my one down is I did walk by Redbox, and the Disaster Artist was available, but not in Blu-ray, so I passed it up.
You didn't get it because it wasn't in
I
Blu-ray?
didn't get it because it
I can
wasn't
see
in
that.
Blu-ray. But I did see The Room, and that. Did we talk? We talked about
Yes,
this a little
yes.
bit before.
No, but yes.
And that The Room is actually premiering here, one of the independent film
Yes.
theaters this weekend.
And who's the main guy on that? Tommy
Wiseau or
Tommy Wiseau, yeah.
Can we get rid of
Wiseau.
this fucker?
No.
Actually, he supposedly has a very scary Joker audition tape that he made himself.
He did do a funny
Yes.
one for Nerdist. .com, and I watched. I'll link it tomorrow on our website. And it's a little odd, but I'm so done with this
You're
guy.
tearing me apart, Lisa.
Yeah, he's done. I'm done with him.
I never knew tossing a football in 5-foot increments was so exciting. It was play some football, Joey. Okay. Whoop, whoop, whoop.
Who's worse,
What the hell is this?
him throwing a football or Tom Cruise throwing a baseball in War of the Worlds? That is a tough call. That is a tough call.
I have to say throwing the football is more entertaining.
Okay, I will say that.
But ultimately with that, there's one of the actresses that was in The Room actually has a couple of 4 episodes in Funny or Die that I've been meaning to try and get to. And since, I'll be traveling for the week, maybe I'll try and pull them up and watch them. But she does a thing of, she actually teaches acting now in one of the universities.
Oh.
And she was one of the chicks that was at the house making out
with
with the younger guy or whatever, yeah. And she basically did a follow-up of where are they now? 4 of the characters
Yes.
from The Room. And I want to watch it. Supposedly they're pretty hilarious. She actually got an award for it.
For The Room?
Yeah, for doing the spin-offs of
no,
Funny
this
or
is-
Die of where the characters are now after The Room. Yeah,
But really, if it's not a floppy, is an award worth having?
that's true.
Well, speaking of that, I do want to say thank you to Jason C. Brown. He gave us a special sneak preview of Imaginary Friends that's winning tons of awards around here.
And,
we can't
Courtney-
talk about it because it's not public yet.
Yeah.
But he
You
did give us...
just talked about it.
No, we can't.
Go to an independent film festival near you. Look for
And-
Imaginary Friends.
But Jason C. Brown.
Or
And
Google it.
I want to see it as a TV show now.
Yeah,
I kind of want to see it as a TV show.
Yeah, I got to watch it. I just got the link today.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
very enjoyable. Very
Very good.
enjoyable. So, let's see. We had a Twitter poll of the weekend. Follow us on Bad Ideas Podcast. And we talked about this last week,
Yes, we did.
but we put it out there for the people. What TV sitcom has not aged well?
No, we gave the same choices from last week's poll
Yes.
about
Last
what was
week's
your
poll.
favorite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, which hasn't aged well?
We have Cheers, Night Court, Newhart, and Family Ties. This one surprised me. I really am kind of surprised by this.
Not me.
It was a runaway. 49%. That's what's kind of surprised me. 49% did not care for Family. It said Family Ties has not aged well.
It was a very topical show at the time in politics.
Yeah.
The hippie parents, baby boomer parents with the young Republican son.
My thought was, though, I didn't think it would be that high because I don't know where you can find Family Ties anymore.
Reagan era politics. We're not talking about
Correct.
the new world order.
With the
Well,
Supreme
that-
Overlord.
Yes.
And you also had Scott Valentine as Nick.
Oh, yeah, Nick. Yeah.
So-
He had the leather jacket.
Yeah.
Mallory was the worst,
In a lot
though.
of thin leather ties.
Mallory wasn't the worst.
Mallory was the Ross of the show.
Mallory was hot. You just didn't know it.
No, she was the Ross of the show.
No, there was no Ross of the show. Maybe Skippy.
Skippy.
Yeah, Skippy.
In second place was Night Court at 24%, Newhart at 15%, and Cheers at 12%. I loved Newhart, and we talked about this last week. I don't know if I've seen it in the last 15 years, though. I don't know how it would hold up.
I honestly don't think any of these really hold up all that well.
We got a lot of hate, and I do mean that. We got a decent amount of people saying that, how dare you put Cheers on here? Everybody said that they loved it, and it still holds up to this day.
Yeah, it doesn't. I
Well,
mean, it's still a good show for its time, but it wouldn't go over all that well today.
And it was. See, here's the issue. Like, it got better. Coach was awesome on it. Don't get me wrong.
Coach was great.
But
He was.
Shelley Long was awful. I could not stand Shelley
Yeah,
Long.
the early seasons,
Diane.
the Diane seasons are probably what I'm thinking of. You go back and the last 6 seasons were probably not as bad
Yeah.
as the first 5.
But you have Coach that is amazing in it.
Yeah.
Woody stepped in and did a great job too.
Oh yeah, I've got no
Woody
problem with
Boy
those
from
characters.
Indiana.
And how many people would have known he would have sprungboard his acting career from that role?
Yes. Basically playing himself.
To what he did. Yeah. Yeah.
You got
Great
weed.
job.
I mean hemp. You got it. You should. And then he made 2012, which was great. And then who's Rebecca's rich husband or boyfriend? He was awesome on it. You know who I remember?
Robin Colcord.
Yeah, Robin. Yeah,
Played
I
by
enjoyed
Roger
him.
Reese.
I enjoyed him.
Yeah, he was a bit part on the show. and-
Spawned Frasier,
Yeah.
which,
was okay
which
with
a lot
Frasier.
of people love for a long
Yeah.
time.
I really love Frasier. I thought it was a great show for
Yeah.
most of its run.
Now, I dated a girl that was like Diane for a long time.
I'm sorry.
Me too.
Was she into poetry? Poetry?
Yeah, I was like spot on Diane. Hair and everything, man.
That's the worst
That was
poetry.
one-
Wow.
Jeez, I don't care about your fucking lilacs. Shut up. Jesus.
So Jason hates poetry.
Prose and poetry.
Yeah, so there you go. There's your thing. You can find us on nerdly.co.uk. Hello, Becca.
Oh, we did that again.
Yep. Tangent Bound Network.
Tangent Bound Network.
Danger Entertainment.
Danger Entertainment.
And you can go Google search these Tangent and Danger Bound and
Danger Bound.
Danger Bound.
Danger Bound.
Danger.
We're launching a new entertainment.
Nerdly. WeBeGeeksPC.com we're on. We're also on Geek Life Radio, 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central. Jeff, put those up, please.
Spotify?
We're on Spotify. Just look for us. iTunes, Google Play, and like we said, iHeartRadio sometime. You know, we are, but we'll see how it goes.
And all your favorite apps to listen to.
Or just
podcasts.
subscribe to us and it makes it easier. You obviously found us. You're listening to us, and thank you for that. So let's do some listener feedback.
All right, now it's time for our bomb listener feedback.
Who's it sponsored by?
Brought to you this week by Sister Jean.
Oh, I feel bad for Sister Jean though.
I do too. She turned down a date with Charles Barkley.
Do you think?
She's going to get her team all the way to the finals and then lose.
And die.
Well, because she said
I think she's trying to die. She's like, can this team just end lose so I can die now?
apparently they asked her what she gave up for Lent, and she said losing.
Sex.
But since
She gave up many years ago, Jason.
she gave up losing for Lent, well, the championship game is the day after Easter.
Oh,
So she cursed them to lose.
If they lose in the Final Four and not the championship game, you think she's going to hell? 'Cause she
Probably.
obviously didn't give it up.
no! She sold her soul.
yes.
She's like, screw it, I'm selling my
How
soul.
great would it be if number 11 won the Loyal Chicago?
That would be great.
I think it would be
I'd buy
great. I think this is the year for it. Why
Sure.
not?
Sure. It's not for Xavier. They can't win.
Tired of Kansas being there all the time. Tired of Villanova being
Kansas
there
really
all the
hasn't
time.
been in the championship
that
for a while.
team up north, yeah, but they've got a history. I mean,
Yeah, they do.
A long history. Of
Do you
being
care about
there all the
Villanova,
time.
though?
Other than it's a cool name.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
Does that mean Newtown? Is that what that means?
Villanova.
Be Nova.
That's correct. The new village.
Sounds like a venereal disease.
New village
Got some
university.
got some Nova this week. Oh, God. Didn't know that he had that.
You contracted the Nova.
Got the Nova. Anyways, moving on. What's our listener feedback?
All right. Because of our listeners, we are here.
Yes.
This we start off from a guy named Doug,
Number one fan?
A-Pans.
formerly known as.
Can't give yourself a nickname?
He said, why do bees hate AJ Foyt? AJ Foyt survived second killer bee attack, kills them with fire.
Yes.
Well, I think the fact that he's killing them with fire is why they hate him.
This is from the Daily News. This is great.
If you don't know who AJ Foyt is,
Yes, he's racing.
Auto racer.
He's 83
our
years
Formula
old.
One fans wouldn't know.
He's 83 years old. Yes,
Well, actually, they would.
he survived an attack by bees for the second time in his life.
At age 81.
Yes. The racer had a run with Africanized killer bees while working on his ranch in West Texas. It's true what you heard. AJ versus the killer bees, round 2, 13 years later. Electric Boogaloo. Took a while for the sequel to come around.
I hate when it takes that long.
He was hospitalized, but he was released the same night. Let's see here. Following the attack, Foyt was taken to the hospital, was treated and released. He also missed the 12 hours of Sebring race that weekend, where he was expected
Did he really
to be
miss it?
He was supposed to be inducted into the Sebring Hall of Fame.
I thought he was doing a race. I'm like, damn, 81 years old, and he's still
They gave him
going,
a
man.
He's just going to watch it.
The problem is they gave him a Chrysler Sebring to race, and then he just had the left turn signal on the whole time. So, people kept going around, move over, AJ!
But he had the convertible.
You know,
so
I'm just doing
the top down.
NASCAR. That fits in with NASCAR perfectly. Just keep turning left.
He said,
But he's not turning. He just has the turn signal off.
Oh, no. In an oval, you're still going around to the left.
He's not.
No.
He's just trying to straighten the wall.
turn. He's trying to merge.
They won't let me over.
he does have the handicap placard on the rearview mirror.
You're supposed to remove that when driving.
Bees previously came for Foyt in 2005 when he got 200 stingers in his head alone.
Ouch.
200 stingers in your head.
The most recent attack was worse because he had been sensitized to bee stings from the first incident, so these didn't hurt until he kept getting stung. Both times Foyt was doing work in his bulldozer when he disturbed the hives. He made a name for himself in race after winning the Indy 500 4 times, earning 67 wins. 2 away from my receptions. From 1957 to 1993.
And Doug wants to know why they hate him. Maybe the fact that he disturbed their hive repeatedly has something to do with the fact that they were stinging him.
Well, the Daily News also had, if you like that story, here's another one. 2 boys facing felony charges for killing 500,000 bees. Maybe the bees are revolting. Maybe we should stop attacking them. That's an idea.
Honeybees are good. Okay.
Honeybees are great.
All bees are great. Stop fucking with them.
I've watched enough X-Files to understand.
Africanized killer bees and whatnot.
You're in Texas. It's what Texas does.
Oh, good point.
I mean, no offense to Texas. They just have a lot of shit down there.
They just have to, like bombers.
Now, they're almost kind of like America's Australia. There's a lot of shit that'll kill you down there.
Yeah. Yes. So anyway, there you go. There is your AJ Foyt news for the week. Or year.
Yeah, let's not continue that segment.
Well, don't worry. He'll be dead in a couple years. Another year or so. He's 83. How long does he have left?
Wow.
And his
Man.
face looks like it did get stung by 200 bees. It's just a little puffy. Anyways, moving on.
It has nothing about hitting walls at 200 miles an hour.
I remember having AJ Foyt racing on the Nintendo. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What else we got, Blake?
Look it up, kids.
Nintendo.
Voight, Nintendo. Regarding top 5 favorite TV hangouts, Dr. Number 1 and Dr. Number 1 week late says number 5, Golden Girls house.
B. Arthur.
I see. Number 4, the Cantina Inn in Star Wars 3, 2, and 1.
No. Just Cantina and Star Wars. And then 3, 2, and 1 is his next one.
Oh,
So there you go.
okay.
Yeah, there should be like some sort of break
Punctuation?
between
Dang it.
those.
Where the hell is Miguel?
Oh, is that the new one?
Yeah.
You fired...
Quasimodo came back after we well, Esmeralda went missing. And then we got Quasimodo back, and now he's been gone. So now we got Miguel. Anyway, so what do we got for 3, 2, and 1?
In the middle of Trish Stratus, Stacy Keibler,
Oh, God, yes.
Tori Wilson, and Stephanie McMahon bra and panties match.
From the late 90s, early 2000s.
You really just said for Tori Wilson?
Yes.
And then went, for Stephanie McMahon.
God, yeah. Stacey Keibler's still the hottest, though.
Stacy Keibler's got legs that never end.
Yes. Stephanie McMahon.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh,
This is our lust section
All
of
day
listener
long.
feedback. Yes.
Anyways, go ahead.
Hey, from Dev. After that, all that lusting, we get to sigh with Dev. Because Dev was lusting as we were speaking of Stacy Keibler. He says, why am I just now finding out that Emily at Haley Steinfeld from Pitch Perfect 2 and 3 actually has a music career?
I'm guessing you're just now finding out because you're watching The Voice and she's a guest coach on The Voice.
Who is she?
She's an actress.
Wasn't that the
Okay.
girl from
She
the Gunsmoke remake?
Not Gunsmoke. True Grit. The True Grit remake.
True Grit?
Yeah.
Sorry.
And apparently went on to be in some crappy musical movies that
Who's
Dev
playing
liked.
Hoss? Who's playing Hoss in that?
That's Bonanza.
Look it up, kids, because I didn't.
If it don't have Clint Eastwood in it, I don't know shit.
Who's playing Annie Oakley? Is that the one where John Wayne was playing? Was from Mongolia?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was not that one.
Okay, I was a little off. Sorry.
Yeah, that was not the John Wayne as Genghis Khan movie.
Is she the kid in True Grit?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
She's the young
she's a
lady.
little grown up now.
One arm girl. Yeah.
And apparently she has a music career that I'd never heard of until I noticed this week on The Voice.
And she has 2 arms.
And apparently, no, it's a fairly big music career, but I don't listen to modern music all that much. So I would have no clue how popular she actually is.
Very. Just say very.
Very, very popular. Well, let's just say it took about 4 years for me to know who the donut licker was. What was her name? Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
I just remember there was a big.
She was off your radar until she was licking donuts.
Just like donuts? Whoa. That's a waste of good donuts.
It was a waste of good donuts. No, apparently, like her brother was on
Donut liquor.
on the Big Brother TV show, and he wanted to keep it a
Ariana
secret.
Grande's?
Yeah,
The donut liquor? Okay.
her brother Frankie Grande was on Big Brother.
Frankie?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he wanted to keep it a secret that his sister was this superstar. And I'm watching him, like, telling everybody, like, the diary room about, I want to keep it secret, and blah, blah. And I'm like, who the fuck is his sister? and then when he eventually thought it was a wise time in the house to play the card that, oh, yeah, I've got a famous sister, I would have looked at him and said, who the fuck is that? My sister is. I'm like, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Jeff would have made up something. Yeah, well, I got a famous brother.
She sings this song. I don't know. She's on Disney. I don't know. She licked donuts. Oh yeah, I know that girl.
Jeff's like, I got a famous brother too. His name is Ned Now. Yeah, he's a famous musician
His name is
too.
Ned Ryerson.
Jimmy Riggins.
Art Vandelay. Yeah. Look it up, kids.
Look it up, kids. Art Vanderlei.
Speaking of westerns, you sent me a link. Sorry to go back to this.
Yes.
But Westworld.
Yes.
The the mobile game is coming.
Yes.
And you can basically build your own world, obviously,
Yeah.
involving sex, fights, and all this. But the animation does not look like it should match up with the sex that's
Westworld?
going- Yeah.
Really?
It is a little funky, and it's funny, which I like. But yeah, it's going to be a serious game, but it looks pretty fucking awesome. You can go online and pre-register now. So you can get the beta of it. So yeah, Westworld. But thank you for that.
Hey, you're
I'm
welcome.
excited. I'm excited to play it. It starts in a couple weeks.
Yes, I know. And so does Legion.
Oh, yes. Yes.
too.
That's next week, isn't it?
April 3rd.
Yeah.
Hell
I'm
yeah.
excited about that.
All right, Debs, that answer your question about Emily?
More popular than Ariana Grande.
There you go.
So that's what we do here. Well, you know what we got next? Oh yeah, Blake, take it.
Oh.
Didn't know this had words in it.
I think we can find a new song.
Fuck you. This is Hex Cougar. Sex you. Oh yeah. Sex you, Nick.
Nick, send us in better theme music next time.
Oh, sex you.
How many producers did that song take?
40? I don't even know what they're
It's got Beyonce's crew working it.
Sex you. Does that mean I'm going to have sex with you, or that I went to a sex university to get a degree? I'm kind of confused on this one.
It's just the letter U?
Oh.
Not Y-O-U?
Nope, no you. Just you.
Okay, then yeah, it's the university.
Oh, yeah, autotune. Thank God.
We can play this. It's copyright-free music, baby.
How about if we not play it? It's not good music.
We got some other one. Here we go. Nope, that's an ad. Keep going, Blake.
This is the otherwise sexy Nick Albright segment.
Yes.
He says, Jeffershot, in honor of baseball season, who are your 3 favorite all-time Reds players? Hashtag wanna play ball with me.
I always want to play ball. My 3 favorite all-time Reds players.
Todd Benzinger.
Not Todd Benzinger. Dare say I've always been a Barry Larkin fan.
Okay.
Barry.
I always liked Sean Casey. Wish
Quality
he
young
actually
man.
would have been a little better as a player, but he is a quality human being who was just fun to follow and follow the team he's on and follow his career.
Correct.
And he's even fun to watch on the MLB network.
Yes.
And as of late, I was always a Dat Dude fan, Brandon Phillips.
Okay.
So those would probably right now be my top 3.
He's a free agent in MLB The Show. Just to let you guys know.
Sign him up.
He wanted too much. He wanted like $8 million.
Sign him, then trade him for McCutcheon.
Oh, that's a good idea. I might
you
do
go.
that.
There you go.
I like it.
Nick also follows up, says, also Jason! Exclamation point. Great death choice in the best method of killing. You would have to listen to the last 3 episodes.
Drawn and quarter.
He says, I am also impressed you guys picked up on the lessening need to kill. First, it was a definite universe ending, then probable, and lastly, not at all. I was curious how easily people could be eased into killing.
Easy. Oh, I'm sorry. What did I say out loud? Sorry.
Yeah, it actually doesn't take a whole lot.
I'm sorry. What did they do? Yeah, I'll flip a switch.
But my question directed to me was a definite going to end the universe or Blake dies.
Well, I threatened. Power Bottom was killed last week. He's
Yeah.
not here this week.
You drawn and quartered him.
Yep. With small ponies, small horses, miniature horses.
So he'll probably be back next week.
yeah. It was just a good massage.
His back will feel great.
maybe a little strain in his wrist or something.
Little massage, or little Sebastian did a good job.
He'll be an inch taller.
This was A New God, AKNEW God, by Indifferent. It was royalty-free music, so there you go, Spotify.
Yeah.
What he said.
It wasn't sexy music, it was just heavy metal. Oh.
It didn't sound sexy at all.
This is what happened when Jason picks the music.
Well, that didn't work. I'll be honest, I kind of fucked that up. Moving on!
From the Pulp Culture Podcast. So do you guys love that scene? I'm like, of what? Oh, of Cap shitting his pants in the Avenger trailer when Thanos catches his fist.
Did you see that, Jeff?
Nope.
Okay. Well, I'll answer it. It looks fucking amazing.
There you go.
Oh my god, I can't
So you
wait.
actually see it turn brown?
No.
Or-
No. He doesn't actually literally shit his pants.
Oh, I thought maybe there was like some scandal. or
No,
something
Cap
about
goes to
this.
throw his fist at Thanos, and he catches it, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And then Thanos then goes to throw his fist, and Cap tries to catch it too. It's awesome.
And fails.
Nope.
Oh,
So, anyway, so yeah, it looks amazing. I can't wait. The last trailer I try to avoid, like, there's new trailers coming out and all that. Not trailers, commercials for it. And I'm like, I don't need to see this. But I saw the 2 trailers they sent out, and the last one finally convinced me, okay, I'm ready for this. So it looks good. Mm-hmm. We'll be seeing it opening night.
Good.
Maybe.
Maybe. I am. What else you got?
Next, coming up, Des Hassing asks, not us, but he just asks, what are 5 teen soaps that are better than Riverdale?
None.
Hold on. You're not allowed to answer because Pittsburgh Nerd answered.
Oh.
Pittsburgh Nerd said 5, Head of the Class, 4, The OC, 3, Dawson's Creek, 2, Party of 5, and number 1, Buffy. I'm assuming that's the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
I can tell you pretty much every other teen soap made is probably better
Charmed?
than Riverdale.
Sure.
Except they're older than teens.
Oh,
but
are
okay.
they? Okay.
Eh, you can pretend.
Shannon Doherty had not been a teen for years when that show
If
started.
you think of Alyssa Milano in her younger years, you'll be okay.
Are you saying Beverly Hills 90210 is better than Riverdale?
Yes.
How
Yes.
dare you?
I am saying Beverly Hills 90210.
And that takes a lot. That takes a lot, Jason.
I hate you all. I hate you. I hate you, bees.
And I was actually angry at Beverly Hills 90210 when that first started.
Yeah.
Well, they lied to me. They told me it was going to be a good show. and said, "Oh, this is not going to be like your parents' show. This is for your generation." I watched it and said, "Still shit."
Well, yeah, but at the time you were 40, so it's not really.
No.
This is the show for your generation, your teenage years. Hold on a second. They're in Beverly Hills,
Not Ohio.
and they live in mansions and drive Mercedes.
They have running water,
And,
electricity.
I don't know. Are they
ah,
are they sitting around in their parents' basement drinking beer and listening to Pink Floyd on weekends?
what do you mean they have their own radio station inside the high school? What the fuck?
We can't even get that.
We still have plastic trays.
What else we got? Let's wrap this up.
70s show. That's
No,
the,
that was the real one. Yeah.
that's the teen soap that's better than all of them.
Okay,
Right.
fine. How about the 80s show?
No, that was terrible.
No.
Okay. Was that with teens, though? That wasn't with teens, was it?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
was it? Okay. What else we got?
And finally, wrap it up. We're wrapping it up with Professor Number One and Doctor Number One.
Hell yeah.
Says, does Remy LaCroix being in a committed relationship of 4 years make Blake jealous?
She's pregnant with her second kid.
Congratulations.
Yeah. Is it yours?
Now she's a mother.
Twice.
Now I gotta delete everything.
No.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Ruined
Just
it.
to let you know.
Professor Number One ruined it for me.
She does have a
Does that mean you don't want to be a motherfucker?
Ah.
she does have a product out of one of her
Product.
product of one
She's
of
got
her.
one child out already. Is that what you're saying?
No.
She has a product out, and she's got a second one.
She's got a product for sale. Well, it might be her kid, but anyways, she has a- no. It's of a special region of hers. It's kind of like a pocket.
They did a cast.
Yes. If you so that is out there to buy if anybody's interested.
Is she technically cheating when she does that?
Well, she's not using it. You mean the cast of it? I don't know. Do you think she's in a committed relationship?
I don't know.
Oh, so there you go. So if you would like one, Blake, it is available now.
No.
Okay.
No.
How would your female perspective feel about that?
No.
If you're moving houses and she's like, what is
this?
the fuck is this? A pocket? What? Anyways, it must be your father's. Must have brought it over from the father-in-law's house.
Oh yeah,
That must
blame
be your
her
dad's.
dad. Yeah.
After I said it, now
Oh,
it's
that's horrible. That's just, boy, I really hope my brother-in-law isn't listening to this episode.
Well, there's your listener feedback. Draft day.
We need a draft day.
Draft day.
Hobie, history of bad ideas.
Yeah. Sorry, Henno.
And we misplaced your music file there, Hannah, so we covered it the best we could.
We will get it back. Please send it to us.
Please send it to us again. Please resend.
We got a new computer, so that's why all things are happening. But this week, we're draft day. What is draft day, first off, Jeff? What is it?
Draft day is where we take some sort of team, whether it be a real team or a fake team or a show, characters from a show, which today is what we're doing. We are redrafting Batman v Superman, the movie. So we are going through and each picking up, trying to put the strongest team together by picking anybody, whether it be actors or characters, real or imaginary, to put together the best possible team.
Okay.
Like I said, we're doing Batman versus Superman, and the positions we have to fill are Batman, Superman, Lois Lane, Lex Luthor, and Doomsday.
Okay, Jeff. Who? You can go first.
Ooh, let me get my notes out here.
Well, you're taking too long. I'm going first. Okay, so I'm drafting. Let's see here. I think I'm going to draft. Well, I got to go with Lois Lane because I really don't have anyone but her.
Okay.
I had no idea on who to do this because there's a couple different ones, but I'm going Emma Stone. Emma Stone. Why? Because I really like her.
Yeah, you pretty much try to draft Emma Stone into every list you do.
Yes. So there you go. I'm going Emma Stone.
All right. Well, I'm going to start off with my Superman, and I'm going to go with Chris Hemsworth.
Who's that? Your Superman?
Superman.
Okay.
Isn't he Thor?
He was. I'm making him Superman.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Let's see. I'm going to start off with Batman, and I can't think of anybody other than Batman than Christian Bale.
That is a good one. I like that one. It feels
Thank
like
you.
he's done that before.
Maybe that's why he's good.
No, I don't
Maybe
remember
that's
that.
why he'd be good at it.
I don't remember that.
No?
No?
Okay.
I do like Christian Bale as Batman. I like
right.
that. I'm going to go with my super... you just did a Superman, right?
I did.
So I'm
You can
safe
still
on that
do
We're
one.
on round 2
You're not safe
because we're not snake drafting.
We're not snake drafting.
No snake draft. I'll do my Doomsday.
Okay, you better not take what I have.
I have Melissa McCarthy.
I did not have that. Shitting in a sink or not shitting in a sink?
Doesn't matter.
She has to be shitting in the
Yes,
sink.
obviously. So Melissa McCarthy, I feel like she can get the rage going. And
The size?
The rage shitting?
she's not muscular, so no. But she is. Anyways, she shits in a sink, and I feel like if that's not your Doomsday, I don't know what is. So I'm going Melissa McCarthy.
There you go.
All right, I'm going villain now. I'm going for my Lex Luthor, and I'm going to pick Tom Hiddleston.
Okay.
Okay.
I think he would be a
I feel like a theme with you.
I think he would be a great villain to go off against Chris Hemsworth.
I feel like you're not taking this seriously.
I'm taking this incredibly seriously.
Incredible, seriously.
Incredibly serious.
Okay, Blake, who are you going with?
Superman.
Okay, without the goatee and mustache, or with a mustache?
Well, this Superman does not have
Okay.
a mustache. And I can't think of anybody else other than George Reeves.
Oh,
TV Superman.
Okay.
Yeah.
After he killed himself or before?
Before.
Okay.
Okay.
Whew. Or murdered. Depends. That's good. So you got Christian Bale and George Reeves. I really feel like you guys are not taking this seriously.
I'm taking this 100% serious.
I'm going my Lex Luthor next. I am going Bryan Cranston, the popular vote. I feel like bald Bryan Cranston.
Bald Bryan Cranston?
Yeah.
I was about to say bald or with hair.
Bald. I know you're not going to pick this one, but my backup was Anthony LaPaglia.
Okay.
I
Joe
thought-
from Empire Records.
And if you've seen him lately, like I feel like he could pull that off, and I like that. So, but yeah, I'm going Bryan Cranston.
All right. Well, I'm going to go for my Batman. I'm going to pick Chris Evans. I think he's really good at playing the really buff but street level fighter that he can pull off. I've seen him do it before. I've seen him do it better than they did in Batman versus Superman.
Chris Evans as Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Yeah, close. Chris Evans channeling his inner Jean-Claude Van Damme. That works. Thank you, Blake.
You're welcome. Next, Lois Lane.
Come out. Could you pick Jean-Claude Van Damme as your pick?
I don't want
Oh,
Jean-Claude Van Damme
okay.
as my pick.
No, he was channeling his inner Jean-Claude Van Damme. Chris Evans. There's a difference.
I know. I like Jean-Claude.
I need my Captain America to have an American accent.
Oh, that's
It's racist or whatever you want to call it.
xenophobia.
Yeah, xenophobic, but he's
Don't bring
Captain
Xena
America.
into it.
You know, hey,
Warrior
use-
Princess.
use his character from Airwolf.
He still didn't have an American accent.
Oh, that wasn't Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Remember how I would kill you last?
Yeah, that was
Oh, that's
Jan
Schwarzenegger.
Vincent. Jan Michael Vincent.
Look it up, kids, because we are way off the rails on this one.
Look that up, kids.
Back in my day, we had
Separated at birth.
we had stock
Michael
footage. Of,
Vincent. Jean-Claude Van Damme.
we had stock footage of helicopters on TV, and we called it Airwolf.
Instead of a car, it was a helicopter.
Anyways, go ahead. What's your next pick?
It flew. Lois Lane.
Yes.
I think of voluptuousness.
Remy
And when
LaCroix?
I think of voluptuousness, no, Remy LaCroix is a hula hoop champion. That's not what I think of voluptuousness. I think of Christina Hendricks.
Okay.
She's in Good Girls.
She is.
Have you seen new
And she
ones?
could have red hair.
Yeah, I saw the first one and decided I'm done.
We got 3 episodes on DVR, so I think we're going. We still like the first one, so we're going to see how it goes. What else you got?
Wasn't it your pick?
Oh, it was my pick.
I mean, I could jump ahead if you want to.
This is my last pick, isn't it? Oh no, we got 2 more.
We got 2 more.
More rounds.
You know, Batman v Superman. I'll wait till the last 2 rounds to pick my Batman Superman.
Well, that's because you know who the important characters in the movie really are.
Let's see. You Martha. Why do you say the name? Why do you say Martha? Let's see. I'm going Superman. I'm going Nicolas Cage.
Oh, God. You just lost this one. I saw the pictures of Nicolas Cage as Superman. Please don't bring them up. So Jason's not taking this serious and plans on losing this draft day. I'm going to go on and I'll do my Lois Lane. And I'm going to pick Evangeline Lilly.
Ooh. Wasp.
Oh, she does do Wasp, doesn't
Yes,
she?
yes, she
does. Yeah.
Blake, what are you doing next?
All right, what I'm doing next is my Lex Luthor,
All right.
and I'm going with Clancy Brown.
Ooh. Clancy Brown, probably best known as the asshole guard from Shawshank Redemption.
Yep.
Yes.
Speaking of prison movies, I watched Green Mile, the last hour and a half of that a couple of nights ago.
Depressed you, didn't it?
Yeah, it was still good, but it doesn't age as well as I wanted it to. It's still good. I mean, it's still enjoyable. I love the books. But yeah, I mean, there's some fucked up shit in that movie that I forgot about.
You know, for a second there, I thought he was going to say Clancy Wiggum.
No.
Let's see here. What else do we have? I have Batman, I guess. And I'm going with Charlie Hunnam from Sons of Anarchy.
Charlie Hunnam?
Yeah, Hunnam.
Hunnam?
I just keep adding it. And, I actually think that he would be a decent Bruce Wayne and Batman. He's got dark foreboding. I feel like he could do it. So I'm with that.
If you say so.
Okay, thank you. I do.
I've got my Doomsday left, and I think I am going to... I didn't think the animation of Doomsday was that good, so I'm going to go with something that was better animated, and I'm going to go with Mr. Potato Head from the Toy Story movies. I think he would pull off a better Doomsday.
Okay.
Using the Craggle?
No, no need to use the Craggle.
No. Okay.
No, just Mr. Potato Head. I think it looks more believable than the Doomsday from the actual movie.
Cool. All right, I got my Doomsday. We're going with a completely animated Doomsday. And if you're going to go completely animated but with live motion capture, we have to go with Andy Serkis.
I do like that one.
Yes, there
I
you
do
go.
like that one.
Yeah. For some reason, on this list, Tom Hardy is missing, and I don't know why.
Who would you
Because-
pick for Tom Hardy?
Any of the above.
Okay.
Even Lois Lane?
Because you wouldn't even recognize him. That's right.
I still think Nicolas Cage would win it for me. So there's your draft day this week.
You know, I thought I might be in trouble with winning this one, but as soon as you pulled out Nicolas Cage.
No, Dev, you get to pick.
Yeah. And I think Dev might agree with me. If you want to make a good Batman versus Superman, take a look what Marvel did, and they will show you how to do it right.
I don't think so. Let's see. My Batman is Charlie Hunnam. Superman is Nicolas Cage. Lois Lane is Emma Stone. Bryan Cranston as Lex Luthor. Melissa McCarthy should in a sink as Doomsday, because that is everybody's Doomsday. Blake, I got yours. Blake is Christian Bale as Batman. George Reeves as Superman. Christina Hendricks as Lois Lane. Clancy Brown as Lex Luthor, or Clancy Wiggum. And Andy Serkis as Doomsday.
And for some reason, Tom Hardy.
Yes.
As everybody else.
Everybody else.
All right, my draft day, I pick Chris Evans as Batman, Chris Hemsworth as Superman, Evangeline Lilly as Lois Lane, Tom Hiddleston as Lex Luthor, and Mr. Potato Head as Doomsday.
Okay.
So, Dev, tell us who won between me and Blake, because we know it's not Jason.
Hey.
You picked Nick Cage. If you had perfect matches for the other four, it still would be null and void because you picked Nick Cage.
I don't like you.
You never did. All right, so what's next?
Let's do some News of the Geek. News of the Geek, Jeff. Isn't that great music?
Nope.
Okay, moving on. Anyways, per I09, Ready Player One is set to hit theaters soon. Jeff, you're excited about this. This Thursday night it opens.
Opens Wednesday night.
Wednesday night. Are you going?
I'm taking off Thursday day for opening day baseball.
Okay.
So I think I might hit an early showing of Ready
Thursday.
Player One on Thursday.
Before the game?
And then go down to the game.
Okay. That'd be cool. Let's see. A film that's gotten a mixed reception so far, and the virtual world of pure imagination that director Steven Spielberg has created differs from Ernest Cline's original novel.
As almost every movie does to the book.
One of those changes has created, or rather enhanced, a major problem. If everyone in the story is totally obsessed with pop culture, why don't we see any of it made after 2018? So the novel is about a virtual world where nostalgia reigns supreme. A reclusive billionaire hid the key to his fortune at the end of a maze of 1980s pop culture puzzles, leading to a huge portion of the planet to become obsessed with the decade, just as he was. So from the book, the only thing Anorex Almanax, is that what it's called?
Oh, now you're going to make me actually read
Seemed to
this
indicate
stuff.
was the familiarity with James Halliday's various obsessions would be essential in finding the egg, aka the key. This led to a global fascination with 1980s pop culture. 50 years after the decade had ended, the movies, music, games, and fashion of the 80s were all the rage once again. By 2041, spiked hair and acid orange jeans were brought back in style, and covers of hit 80 pop songs by contemporary bands dominated the music charts. The movie, though, changes things up. In addition to some of the typical 80s trappings, you get tons of modern references leading all the way through through 2018.
Yeah.
For example, we've seen an Injustice God Among Us version of Harley Quinn, Overwatch's Tracer, and a whole army of Halo's Master Chiefs. I was going to say chefs.
I like Master Chef's better.
It's crap! According to I almost said make it work. Jesus Christ. I was going through Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, that was Gordon Ramsay?
Yeah, I don't know. It's fucking shit. It's 7. It's 7.
It's shite.
According to co-writer Zach Penn, they chose to forego the James Halliday obsessions run the world angle for the film, instead made the Oasis a place where everybody indulges in what they think is cool.
Oh, boy.
You know, I don't have a problem, with saying, okay, well, the Oasis, there will be other things that people like. But the people who are trying to track down this egg, i.e., the people the story's about, wouldn't be those people that were obsessing over anything other than the 80s, because they're trying to find the Easter egg that gives them power.
Well, the whole nature of the Oasis, this is from Zach Penn, is to people build their own things in there. So I think that it was pretty easy for us to say, let's keep the 80s references. Let's make sure the contest is true to the contest. But the rest of the world should be everything.
We need to make money, not art.
So basically the whole...
That's what he's saying.
Yeah. The whole world in pop culture basically ends in 2018 because there is nothing else seen. That's pretty nitpicky. I get it.
We need to add 2018 references or young people won't go to the movie.
Well, that's pretty much it. No, I've heard people, say bad things about the book, and then I look at their age range, and I'm like, okay. It's yeah. And I'm not saying, this is great literature that will go down in history.
But it's a fun book.
I'm just saying it's a fun book, and it, hits all the right buttons for someone of my, status and age and whatnot.
Yeah, that is true because I meant to start reading the book, but I got caught up in reading the reviews about the book. and you're absolutely right. Anybody that's like under 25 or under 30, they're like, I hated this book. It was all about stuff of the 80s. I mean, come on, there's more than that. I'm like, dude, that's not the whole point.
Yeah, that was the whole point of the book, really. Well, it was, somebody, Ernie Klein was nostalgic for his days.
Yeah,
so.
Ready Player One is going to go after, if you did it authentic, it's after a target audience. But this is Hollywood, and you got to make money, and everybody's got to get rich off of it, and so they've got to expand. You have to expand the pie basically to include everything to get everybody to go.
Penn gave two conflicting explanations, but he did say theoretically they're in there. He said NK pop culture did not die in 2018, just that none of it shows up on screen. Perhaps that means he had fake TV shows and movies called Matrix Kids.
Yeah,
which was like a fake
stupid.
TV show, but he said, I think I even had a joke about like Titanic 4, which was like, oh, that's the best Titanic movie. But it was too jokey.
Yeah, very stupid. And well, I love how his whole point is, well, other things happened since the 80s, so we'll show those. But just because we didn't show the stuff that happened after 2018 doesn't mean they're not there. It's like, well, how about you just show the stuff from the 80s and say the other stuff is there, we're just not showing it.
Again, though, it's pretty nitpicky. Just enjoy the movie,
It's
people.
very nitpicky. But Jason, have you looked at what we've been doing here for over 4 years?
I know. I'm intrigued by it. I think I want to see it just to see it, like on the screen and that on the movie screen. I think it could be fun. We do have some Disney mention, but that will be next week because we're running short on time. From Bleacher Report, this is Blake's favorite story of the week.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame running back Jim Brown found and returned comic book legend Stan Lee's dog in the Hollywood Hills of California last week.
Jim Brown, greatest running back ever, and dog rescuer.
According to TMZ Sports, Lee's mini Pomeranian Charlotte got loose last week, which prompted him to post dog flyers. First off, I just want to watch Stan Lee walking around California posting dog flyers.
I don't think Stan Lee is the one doing that, considering he's pretty old and, from what I'm hearing, sick, and from what I'm hearing, possibly being taken advantage of an elder abuse. But that's beside the point. His dog was missing.
Brown and his wife Monique found Charlotte in their yard about a mile away and returned her to Lee a few days later. Jim and Monique went to great lengths to find Charlotte's owner, including bringing her to the vet, which was nice. Well, this is what happens when you're retired and you have nothing else to do. Everyone else that has a job is like, I'm not fucking messing with that dog. Fuck it.
Jim Brown.
Let's see. Although she had a microchip, it wasn't registered, which prompted them to dig even deeper. It wasn't until they went to Lee's neighborhood and found the lost dog posters that they were able to identify Lee as the owner.
All right, if you're going to go as far as microchipping your pet, wouldn't you want to register it?
Well, it depends. Like, if it was a rescue, which it could have been. I doubt it, but it could have been. They are microchipped, and then sometimes you have to register your name on it. So my dog's microchipped, and we did register when we
And based on
adopted her.
the current environment that Stan Lee is in, it's probably not on his list of things to do.
Why did I microchip my daughter? No, your dog. My daughter. My daughter has a dog? No, your dog's missing. My daughter's missing? No. Oh, forget it.
So essentially, this dog rescue is even more successful in Jim Brown's acting career.
Are you making fun of one of the Dirty Dozen?
I was thinking Mars Attacks.
Remember, he was only 112.
What?
Mars Attacks. I think you could still be the best running back on the Browns right now.
Up to a couple years ago, I would have agreed.
Now you got Duke Johnson. Let's see here. There's your News of the Geek this week. Jeff, what are you doing September 14th through the 16th?
I'm going to be at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
That's right, Duke Energy Convention Center, Cincinnati, Ohio. Go to CincinnatiComicExpo.com to get your tickets. We have great people there. Winter is coming. Yes, Jamie Lannister himself will be there. One of the rare appearances in America. We also have lots of comic book artists and writers. We also have the guys from Comic Books there. And Serenity is landing, Jeff.
Oh, my Lord. I flipped out when this news came.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone should want to be at the Duke Energy Center that weekend.
Oh, yeah. You know why?
Because we have Summer Glau.
Is coming to the Duke Energy Convention Center.
Summer Glau.
That is awesome. That's a big one.
From Serenity and Firefly, from the Sarah Connor Chronicles. Say that 3 times fast.
I can't.
From The Cape.
Yep.
I mean,
6 seasons of a movie. And Carl Urban is going to be there too.
Yeah.
Which is a very big one. So, Summer Glau and Carl Urban. There's more people coming. Jamie Lannister, like I said.
Yeah.
And
Kobe Smulders.
Yeah, Kobe Smulders. And there will be more coming. Every Tuesday is when they usually announce new ones. I can't say that's guaranteed, but usually it's been every Tuesday and then another one during the week. Take a look, CincinnatiComicExpo.com. You can also follow us on History of Bad Ideas podcast. We also share the news as well from their website.
And on our Facebook page.
Yes. So, thank you, everybody, and see you at the Cincinnati Comic Expo.
Do you ever wonder when Spider-Man goes to the bathroom if the toilet paper sticks to his fingers?
Do you ever wonder why Superman wears his underwear outside of his pants?
My name is Imran.
My name is Anthony.
He's the Jock.
And he's the Nerd.
And we're your hosts for the Jock and Nerd podcast, where we sometimes try to attempt to answer these questions.
This is a full spoiler podcast, and we swear a lot.
Check it out for awesome geek news, interviews, and comic book reviews. Visit jockandnerd.com. We are your superhero TV, movies, and comic book culture curators.
Boom.
Jockandnerd.com. Jock and Nerd.
Life is a mystery. Confusion is all around us. The truth is out there, but you won't find it here.
Maybe it was the ghost of an alien that worked for the government.
You know, you remove the alien anal probe out of the story, and it probably wasn't this guy's worst Saturday night.
Welcome to Hysteria 51, a weekly oddcast of conspiracy theories, mysteries, and the unexplained. All viewed through skeptical eyes and the blurry lens of a beer bottle. Listen to Brent and John make sense of it all each week by subscribing. Find us on iTunes by searching Hysteria 51 or anywhere else fine podcasts are sold.
What's that music mean, Jeff?
Apparently it means it's time for our top 5.
That's right. The bad thing about Twitter, when you just look at moments, like when you're doing a podcast, looking for any news, don't stop after reading the first couple lines of Chris Evans and Ryan Reynolds are terminally ill. And then it says, more rally behind terminally ill fan. Okay, there we go. They're not terminally ill, Ryan Reynolds and Chris Evans. It's a little shaky there. Sorry. I was a little worried there. I thought we had late breaking news. Don't take my Reynolds and Chris. Top 5 this week is, per our fans at the Twitter poll at Bad Ideas Podcast, we've asked people to vote. Top 5 this week, we had options of TV sex symbols, sitcoms from the 2000s, Jump the Shark TV moments, and other. And winning 54% to 32%. Jump the Shark TV moments over TV sex symbols. So that was pretty good.
On my outline, I do have it say top 5 favorite Jump the Shark moments.
Yes.
So these are my favorite Jump the Shark moments.
Yes.
So that means I like these moments.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, wait a minute.
It doesn't matter.
I picked the moments that ruined my TV shows.
That's what I did.
Favorites.
That's what I did.
Yeah, I picked the favorites because that's what it said. And it said Jump the Shark moments. Didn't say anything about television.
Oh,
so mine are Jump the Shark moments from any aspect of life.
Jump the Shark TV moments.
It doesn't say that on the outline there.
It does say it on the poll.
That's the poll.
That's what it says on the poll.
I did mine all TV too. Okay, so anyways, tomatoes and onions, Jeff down there, he's going to fuck everything up.
Christ.
We are the professional.
I've read the outline that said top 5 favorite jump the shark moment.
Who edits this thing?
Fucking Miguel, you're fired. Coco's coming in. Okay.
Turn the oven off.
Jesus. Top 5. Here we go. I'm going number 5. 7 arrives in Married with Children. It would be higher because it was a horrible, horrible character. I'm not a big Married with Children fan, but I enjoyed it enough.
And they wrote him out pretty quickly.
Yes. So, but it was still annoying enough that he was in it. So I'm going 7 appearing in Married with Children.
And anytime that they try to insert a new character and make him a permanent part of the cast,
Always bad.
A lot of rebellion.
Not always bad.
Mostly bad.
Mostly bad.
Yes, mostly bad.
He was only mostly dead.
Yes, mostly.
Okay, what else we got?
We going to me or Blake?
You can go next.
Okay, my number 5
favorite.
My number 5
Did you
favorite
like the
jump
best?
the shark moment is in the music world when Peter Gabriel left Genesis. A lot of people say it was a terrible thing to happen.
Got better.
But I'm saying, Genesis moved from being independent creative things to being, sellouts and poppy. But I like it better because the Peter Gabriel Genesis is just a bunch of self-indulgent
douchebags.
Yeah, just self-indulgent, home masturbation. That's all they were doing.
Studio.
Okay, it's a studio, and that was a Phil Collins singing. You don't even know a song that Genesis did.
Yes,
with
I
Peter
do. No
Gabriel.
Son of Mine.
Phil Collins wouldn't have to gone solo if Genesis was still together. And he wouldn't have given us a studio.
One, I think that's just Phil solo.
Yeah.
And 2, it's Phil.
Anyways, moving on.
From Genesis.
No, I've got a coworker who
Gabriel
who
leaving.
tries to show me how great the Peter Gabriel Genesis are, and he'll pull up something on his phone, listen to this, and I'm like, oh my god, that's crap.
It was actually Ariana Grande. You didn't know that.
Might have been.
You don't like,
but she looked like Peter Gabriel.
You don't like Games Without Frontiers?
I don't know that.
Yeah.
Blake, what's your number 5?
My number 5. Okay, I the way I interpreted the show's agenda for today's top 5, jump shark moments that ruined shows that I liked.
I agree.
Okay, so number 5 is Laverne and Shirley
moving to
jumped the
California.
shark when they moved to California. When they left Milwaukee and had to go to California, I don't understand why they had to. I mean, I know it was in the plot why they had to, but why did they move the show to California?
And the
why?
fact that, it makes no sense that every single person in the show
And they all moved
moving
with them. Exactly.
It's her dad and his
exactly.
his wife.
Ragu
Lenny and
went,
Squiggy
Lenny
moved.
Squiggy went, her dad went. I mean, why didn't they just do time travel?
Number 5 for Jim Powerbomb. Moonlighting, when Dave and Maddie got together. Oh my god, that was awful.
That's the other thing that ruins TV shows.
Yes,
when
getting them together.
you make the main characters get together and they take away all the sexual tension and all the playful, things that make the show so great that you get them together and they start bumping, and the next thing you know, it's not as good of a show.
Number 4 for him is Bones. When Bones and Booth finally get together.
When Bones starts bumping.
When Bones starts boning Booth, it's not good.
When Booth bones?
Yes.
Yeah.
Try saying that. Booth bones.
I dated a girl that looked like her.
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
It kind of
congratulations.
intrigued me into the show. That's why I watched it for a couple times. I'm like, hey.
I dated a girl that looked like Melissa McCarthy. She sat and sick, and I said, I'm out. I can't do it anymore. We use toilets in America. What's your number 4, Blake?
My number 4, I went with Scrubs. Season 9 when they rebooted.
Oh,
and they wanted the all-new interns.
Yep.
And it's, it was horrible. Horrible.
Scrubs season 9 was an
Terrible.
honorable mention of one of my favorite. It is not Scrubs, so they should not have called it Scrubs, but the show was not bad if they would have just called it, Teaching Hospital or something else. If it was just a
That
spinoff.
might be the worst title ever for a TV show. Teaching Hospital.
Yeah, whatever. But,
Raise
but
education.
it
How about that?
actually wasn't bad. They had some good characters on there. They should have spun it off, got rid of Zach Braff, because he's the one that actually slowed it down, and just let everybody else do what they do. and Eliza Coupe can do no wrong.
What's your number 4, Jeff?
My number 4 is Star Wars: The Last Jedi. I know a lot of people out there are saying, "Oh my God, it's the movie that ruined Star Wars," but I think it's the best Star Wars movie out there. So that's my favorite jump the shark moment.
Comes out on Tuesday.
Yeah.
This Tuesday. Number 4 for me was Fonzie not jumping a shark, building the motorcycle blind. I can't get past it. It was awful. I know
it was awful, but they jumped the shark long before that.
See, that's the thing. I don't remember them actually that episode of jumping the shark.
Yeah. But the show has gone downhill long. But I think what's his name was already in the show by then.
The cousin? No.
Roger was the character's name, and I can't remember the freaking actor who the
Anthony LaPaglia. Anyways,
no. You're thinking of Alison LaPlaca.
No.
She's the actress who whenever she's on a show means they've jumped the shark. Yeah. No, it's Jefferson Darcy.
Ted McGinley.
Ted McGinley.
Yes.
Ted McGinley had already been on. Because by the time Ted McGinley was on Happy Days, you didn't even remember he was on there, did you?
No, I don't. Hey, moving on. Number 3 for me. Heroes, Season 2. They didn't re-add a whole new cast. They said they were going to.
Yeah.
And they were just going to keep horn rim glasses guy.
Yeah, there might have been a couple carryovers would have been fine, but
and they focused too much on the villains and who's the main bad guy?
Not enough on Hayden Panettiere.
Skylar.
Yeah.
Zachary Quinto.
Yeah.
They should have not even had Zachary Quinto in season 2. If you wanted to pop him back in season 4 after you had a little run going there, they should have done it something like, or maybe not even quite as choppy, but something like American Horror Story, where every season it's a different thing.
Yep. And it would have made it better. So that's my number 3. Go ahead.
My number 3 is Lost. The adding Nikki and Paolo.
Episode 2?
No.
Season 1, because it was all superfluous after that?
Yeah, whatever you say. But Nikki and Paolo, when they were added to Lost, apparently everybody bitched and complained, like Blake does every other week. And they actually, people bitch and complained before you even knew what the storyline was or why they were even there. So when
what was the Nikki and Paolo storyline?
When they finally did get a Nikki and Paolo storyline, they ended up killing them off. And you were like,
was it the brother and sister?
No, they were lovers. And they were the ones that she was an actress, and they killed off her sugar daddy, and they were taking all the money and diamonds and coming when they were on the plane with all the diamonds, and so they had to hide the diamonds and blah blah blah.
Where's the diamond? Well, that really didn't matter because it was just a tangent that amounted to nothing.
It was a tangent
to the very end where they all get to heaven.
But it was a fun tangent that people pissed on at the beginning when it started, and so then it was also the writer's strike season, so they pretty much wrapped up that tangent pretty quickly and got rid of those characters.
Like, what's your number 3? Fucking Lost.
Lost is on my honorable mention list. And it's when the strangers meet the others. And you know why? Because the others didn't really matter at all. Because...
Oh, Jesus.
Well, because Blake doesn't know what actually happened.
You've heard me bitch about this nonstop over the past 4 years. So I shall leave it to listeners who haven't listened to that. Go back and listen to 4 years of a podcast.
From Jim. He had Castle.
No, you didn't get to my number 3.
That was your number 3, I thought.
No, I did, but Lost was on my honorable mention.
Oh, sorry. What's your number 3?
Pay attention, Jason.
X-Files, when Mulder actually gets abducted by aliens.
Oh, always aliens.
And then the entire extra season... it jumped it twice. It jumped it twice because the whole thing. It was horrible.
Last night there was the series finale. Probably
I didn't even bother watching this season 11 because the one prior before that they did bonus was horrible.
They said it's the last season. Unless it's not.
No, it probably won't. But Gillian Anderson said she is done, unless they convince her not to be. But
unless they pay her a lot of money.
Number 3 for Jim is Castle. When Castle and Kate get married.
Actually, I thought it jumped the shark earlier when they were supposed to get married, but then he ended up in a car accident, and
that was the downhill for my wife and I when we were watching it.
Yeah.
That was getting the rough parts.
Yeah,
that was awful.
And then he came back with amnesia, and it's
what was that storyline? Did he see a murder when he was a kid or something?
I don't even remember. And then he had him erase his memory. I always hate when in the storyline it's like, go ahead, erase my memory. And then the whole time is them trying to find their memory back. And they're like, you told me to erase it.
It was horrible.
Alias had a season like that.
Weeds, number 2. When they leave Argresk,
I don't know.
California, basically.
Whatever
It's kind of like the Laverne and Shirley thing. They left California.
Yeah.
So there's his number 2. What's your number 2, Blake?
Sorry, my number 2, I hope we did both.
Okay.
2 of my favorite shows.
Mm-hmm.
One, it jumped the shark at the very end, Seinfeld. The season finale.
Mm-hmm.
The worst season finale
Series
ever.
finale, you mean?
Series finale.
Series finale, yeah. The
I
worst
want to ask because I
series
disagree
finale
with you.
in Seinfeld.
It just
Hold
wasn't
on. Television history ever.
I disagree. I mean, what did you expect to happen, or what was bad about it?
It was just horrible.
It wasn't funny.
It wasn't.
I mean, well, I don't know what you expected. How are they supposed to sign off? They're just going to have.
I don't know,
people,
but it wasn't the way it ended.
All these people come back and tell them how terrible of a group of people this is. Made perfect sense to me.
I don't have a problem with that. I don't know what. I just didn't think it was funny.
No.
Like any of it was that funny. I thought the jokes were weak. I just didn't think.
Well,
it was
that's Seinfeld.
No.
I think it was the perfect ending for that show.
And as obviously as we know by your terrible Lost opinions, we
Lost
know you're
taste.
wrong. Yeah, Blake. What else? I'm with you on this one.
The other one was Drew Carey show.
Mm-hmm.
I think it jumped a shark when
they left Cleveland?
When they left
Kate
Cleveland. No, when Drew and Kate got together.
Oh,
when they became a couple.
Oh,
I'm
even
like,
earlier than when Kate left.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, even earlier than that. Which was really disappointing, but.
I thought that when they moved to Toledo, that killed it.
When Kate went to Scrubs.
Jeff, what's your number 2?
My number 2 was the night Donald Trump was elected president of the United States. I mean, it really jumped the shark for this country. This country was far gone by now, but it was so much fun watching everyone have meltdowns on the news. People crying like, they were dying the next day.
We were recording that night.
Yeah, I remember.
CNN. It's like somebody died.
I went home and
let's say.
Yeah. And then it's like, well, there was supposed to be a party here, but everyone's crying.
Lena Dunham was very upset.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
How come she didn't leave the country? She promised.
I know. There were a lot of people that promised, we vote Trump in and you don't leave.
What's this we thing?
We as a country.
Yeah, okay. Clarify that, please.
Yes, no, I did not vote for Trump.
No, we did not.
No. But as a country, he was elected. That's what I'm saying.
I voted for Krang.
That was my number 2.
I voted for D's nuts. Don't blame me.
The best is, how could these exit polls be wrong? Because they're exit polls and you think they're being honest?
Because the way the media works these days, people don't tell you their honest opinions because you make them feel stupid
Down
and
the hall.
small.
Or that actually, like, who'd you vote for? Trump. Okay, delete that one. Who'd you vote for? Hillary. Count. Who'd you vote for?
Gary
Trump. Delete
Johnson.
that one.
You threw your vote away.
You idiot. Hillary's going to win.
Number 2 for me. It took an hour and 50 minutes, but we got political. Number 2 for us, for me, was Chandler and Monica hooking up. Not when they got married, but when they hooked up.
Really? I thought that flowed fine.
I don't mind that they hooked up, but it became the focus of the series.
Yeah, but didn't everybody in the series eventually hook up with each other at some point in time?
Not Phoebe and Joey.
Yeah, but Joey and Rachel.
Yeah, and I actually wasn't even upset with that because I fucking hate Ross. He's the worst.
But wasn't Joey the father of Phoebe's womb baby or something?
No, that was her brother, Frank Jr.
They used her as a surrogate.
Oh.
Frank Jr. and Alice, because Alice, his teacher who he married.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Played by Mrs. Foreman.
Mm-hmm.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Joey and Rachel, Joey and Phoebe are the only ones that didn't hook up.
Yes, that is correct.
Well, Ross and Monica never hooked up.
That would have been.
There's still funny moments after Chandler and Monica get hooked up. But I thought the focus was too much on them, and then it eventually became too much on Ross and Rachel. Oh my god!
Well, the focus was on Ross and Rachel up until
but it
Monica
became really
Chandler.
not fun after that. Let's see, number one for me. This one hurts because the season finale the series finale was perfect. Michael Scott leaves the office. That killed.
That's my number one.
Is it?
I quit watching. I didn't even bother.
Will Ferrell was awful.
I didn't even bother.
Will Ferrell was terrible, but he was only on for maybe 4 episodes.
Yeah, 4 or 6.
I mean, it by no means was as good as it was before, but there were still good moments in the last 2 seasons.
But it was hurtful. The series finale is perfect.
Yeah, but when it almost jumped the shark when Pam and
Jim got together.
Pam and Jim got together. Almost.
Well, I think they held it together.
They did do a good job on that.
One of my favorite scenes is when Pam's fiance, the jerk, he comes running in to punch Jim, and Dwight stands up and maces him. That is one of my favorite scenes ever. Michael Scott leaves the office. That's my number one. What do you got, Jeff?
I have when the band Starship released the song "We Built This City."
We built this city.
I mean, honestly, from the
No White Rabbit,
from the legacy of Jefferson Airplane, that has great songs throughout their past. They come and they changed the name of their band since they lost the last remaining original member, and released probably one of the most pop drivel songs out there. But for whatever reason, I love that song.
You built this city
on rock and roll.
Yeah. We built this city.
Knee deep in the hoopla.
Number one for Blake was The Office.
Yes.
And number one for Jim is Heroes' second season. What I said was number 3 for me. His honorable mentions, Two Broke Girls, the pilot episode. Man, is that show bad.
Yeah, that show is bad. I'm going to say it right now.
Yep.
I'm stunned because if I did the same way you guys did, Scrappy Doo would have been number 1.
Oh my God!
that's
How
a good
did
one.
I forget?
Good one, Jeff.
Doo? I mean, Scooby Dum. They played that in pretty well.
No, I like Scooby Doo,
but not Scrappy.
Scrappy was terrible.
Scrappy Doo.
That
oh my
and
God.
this season of Modern Family.
Oh, it's bad.
This season is so bad.
I haven't seen any episodes.
Next season's the last season, thank God.
And I don't know if I'll make it to next season. I mean, I keep thinking they'll have a better episode, but every episode
it gets more and more outrageous, their situations.
Yeah, they
and Gloria is a shell of what she used to be. My God, get rid of her.
Well, you never liked her in the first place.
I didn't like her in the beginning.
But, I mean, just every character is just too extreme for whatever. They take their worst quality and amplify it.
Do you think the series ends, the final episode, at Jay's funeral?
It could.
I would be, and then they all reminisce about him. I would be okay with that. You could play that for laughs somehow, like his will or something, maybe. Okay, so wow, I got dark. Anyways, my honorable mention was Coy and Vance, Dukes of Hazzard. So they brought the other guys back, but it was too late.
I kind of thought about putting Coy and Vance in my favorites because for whatever reason I liked when they were on. It wasn't as good, but it was fun.
You got honorables?
Yeah, actually, I got the female perspective.
Oh, she got top 5 this week.
Some here.
What is it?
And they are female perspectives.
Okay.
When Marlena becomes the devil on Days of Our Lives.
I thought about adding that as to my fun ones. It was such a bad storyline and as campy as all get out.
Yeah. Now she does have a couple good ones here too. I forgot about the Bionic Woman when they introduced the Bionic Dog.
Oh God!
I forgot about that one too.
They made a figure.
They did do that. Yep.
And she has for number 3 the Dukes of Hazzard is when they get the Duke boys.
Yep,
that's true. Number 2. Friends when Ross marries Emily but says, I wed thee, Rachel.
See, I like that one.
You like that
Emily
one?
Emily was a bitch.
Wait a minute.
She was worse than Rachel.
Did you just really say you liked that one?
Yeah.
You realize that's the same one that
I know
Chandler and Monica hooked up on.
After that episode, it was fine. It was awful. After that episode, it was awful.
I'm about to say that was the exact same story episode.
Emily was horrible. Emily was not a redeeming quality.
That was the episode that killed it all for everybody. All those things together. And then what do we got? And number 1.
Oh.
No, that was number 2, right? Yeah, that's number 2. And guess what? I had no influence on this whatsoever.
Oh, dear
Jeff.
God.
No influence
Oh,
whatsoever.
dear God.
No, it's fine.
Lost because it lost itself in having too many unanswerable questions.
This is why she married you.
If she wants to know the answers to the questions, just have her. I'll talk to her.
Sure. You can
I know
make
the
sure.
answers to every question she has about this.
See, I think, and here, I'm going to go Freudian.
Okay.
I'm going to go Freudian, okay? And I think this is why she and I have the both same perspective. Because we were on our honeymoon when the series premiere of Lost was on TV, and we watched it in Cancun together.
Okay.
And we watched it from the very first episode.
Okay.
I'm thinking maybe there's a Freudian thing in there about why we're both upset about Lost and how it ended.
Okay, I could see because Lost has some special meaning to you.
I think so. And maybe
the
it just
start
didn't live
of
up to
your-
that special, purpose that we intended it to be.
Moving on.
Hey, wait a minute. That's not what I meant.
Not that special purpose.
No, wait a minute.
You have a special purpose. Number 5, we have top 5 listener picks. Here we go, quick. Dev, the Psy Guy. Number 5, the Fonz dresses and drags and fakes his own death. Oh, God, yeah. Number 4, Coy and Vance Duke become the new Dukes. 3, Sarah Chalk becomes second Becky on Roseanne. He said this is going to be funny to talk about because it will be interesting to see how they address it in the return of Roseanne on network TV with the original cast. She is in it.
She is in it, but not playing Becky.
Is that out yet, or is that this week?
This week, I think.
Okay. Homeless teens, Luke Brower joins the family in Growing Pains.
Yeah, that's, what's his
Leonardo
name?
DiCaprio.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
That was bad. I was going to say when Kirk Cameron gets all preachy.
Yeah.
Oh, that's after.
But Ashley Johnson from Growing Pains, she's in Critical Role if you want to watch her play Dungeons and Dragons.
No. Number 1, Bobby returns from the dead set the 9th season of Having It Been a Long Dream in Dallas.
Yeah.
In the shower.
The Dallas shower was terrible.
Honorable mention, the Fonz jumps the shark. The Fonz kisses a nun. I forgot about that. Season 2 of Heroes. There you go. Ashton Kutcher replaces Charlie Sheen.
Charlie Sheen being in the show was bad enough.
I was going to say 2.5 Men, the pilot.
Yeah, that would.
Ross and Rachel finally getting married.
They never got married. Oh, wait.
Yeah, they did in Vegas.
No, they did. That's right.
From Besotted Geek. Anytime a new character or actor is added. Number 5.
Anytime. Wow.
Cousin Oliver in Brady Bunch. Dick Sargent in Bewitched. Coy and Vance Duke in Dukes of Hazzard. Sarah Chalk in Roseanne. And 1, Blake and Power Bottom Jim joining Hobie. Wait a minute.
So we jumped the shark in
Episode
the first,
19. Number from Kevin at Cincy Explorer. Basically, anytime Josh Malina is brought onto a show. Who's Josh?
He was Sports Night.
Oh.
I'm about to say, I was surprised you weren't upset when you read that.
No, that's not right.
Yeah, he was the guy with the glasses in Sports Night.
That's mean. And finally, number 1 fan, Doug. He's got when Hobie sold out and started taking sponsorship money. Selling out to the man. Number 4, episode 1 was uploaded of Hobie. Number 3, Jason started doing impressions. So episode 2. Remember I lied. Number 2, the boardroom segment on Hobie. Whose idea was that one? Miguel.
I can't argue that one.
Did not go over well. Can we have shirts? I listened to Hobie and survived the boardrooms episode. All I got was this lousy shirt.
Hashtag I survived the boardroom.
And number 1, Blake and Power Bottom join Hobie. Wait a minute. Wow, bad idea of the week. Number 284.5 and 0.3. It's fractions this week. Blake and Jimbo joining Hobie. 279, Hobie records. There you go. So, everybody, thank you for listening. And Hobie, Roger says goodbye.
Goodbye.
Walking Dead to Talking Heads, from comic books to TV sets, there's a history. It's not so bad. There's the history. It's the history of bad, so bad. The history of bad, it's bad. The history of bad ideas. Podcast.
Addendum.
All right. We're naming the
Addendum.
show. I don't have a whole lot because I think we decided fairly early what it'll actually end
Well, I
up
got a
being.
couple other ones, so let's see what you got.
I got Bigger Than Jesus.
Okay.
Jason Hates Poetry. Watch It Vibrate. And I think that's all I got.
I do hate poetry. I do hate it a lot. I have the donut liquor. Remy's Pastime. Look It Up, Kids. Rigged for Your Pleasure. Not ribbed, rigged.
Rigged.
And Teaching Hospital. I really like Teaching Hospital. Yeah, you gotta call it something else like Teaching Hospital. That's a creative name. Whew, glad you're the sound guy.
Teaching hospital.
So I do like Look It Up, Kids, because we used it a lot, because there's a lot.
Yeah. When you pretty much said, yeah, Look It Up, Kids, that'll be the name, I'm like, yeah, it probably will be. And then we used it another 80 times.
Yes. So Look It Up, Kids.
Look it up, kids.
Look It Up, Kids.
It's rigged for your pleasure.
You've been listening to Hobie.